Hello everyone, welcome. This is Jennifer with Creativity. I'm an independent Stampin' demonstrator and I am here tonight to have a little crafting time with you. You are joining my monthly for January, my monthly online card class. Hello, welcome. I'm going to give everybody just a moment to jump in and get with me as we get everything set up. I am in the process of getting my desktop switched over. I'm going to give everybody a second and then we're going to dive in because I have so much to share with you tonight. I am changing up the way I do my monthly online classes. So we are going to start using a variety of product card class. So I'm going to change it up. Hello, Adam. I am going to change it up where I am going to start using 3 to 4 bundles during my monthly online classes. And that way it gives you a variety of different product to use and to work with. So that is how we're going to do tonight. Except I've got 3 different bundles. Two of the bundles that I'm using. Hello, Debbie. 2 of the bundles that I will be using are online exclusive items. One is already a released item, but it is going to be used in my creativity class this month for the club. So the first card that we're going to do, that one will be used. That bundle will be used in our creativity club for the month of January. The other online product is a new item that will be released to the customers starting on Tuesday, January the 6th. So that'll be that one. And then the third bundle that we're using, that is going to be released to customers starting January 6th when the new mini catalog goes live. All right, so let me talk about mini catalog real quick. Due to the holidays and due to me taking some time off, I did not get the catalogs mailed out like I had planned. So I will be putting catalogs in the mail tomorrow for my customers that I will not be seeing this weekend at the beach retreat. So if you are going to the Wacky Scrapper beach retreat, I will have your catalog with me when I arrive on Wednesday. But if you are not going to that, then I will be putting catalogs in the mail to anyone that has ordered from me within the last year. So make sure if you are not on my email list and you want a catalog, if you will just drop it in this video, that way I know to send a catalog out to you. Okay, because I've got my list, but if I miss somebody, I do apologize, and I do want to get the catalogs out to you. So make sure you write in this video, comment catalog, and I will reach out to you so you can get that. All right, so catalogs will go in the mail tomorrow. They go live on Tuesday. And then I will be doing a craft along starting, when's my craft along? Let me grab my calendar. Let me grab my schedule here. Because that's the other thing I've got to get out to everyone. I got to get the schedule for January out for all the upcoming classes. So, when's my catalog launch? All right, so I will be doing a catalog launch tomorrow, Monday night. I will do a catalog launch on Tuesday, and then I will do, during my coffee and card on Wednesday, I will do a little launch as well. I have teamed up with someone to do a craft along, so we will be doing some projects during the catalog launch that you won't want to miss. I will put out the details as to when I am going live tomorrow. I will make that post in the morning because I got all Christmas put up today. Everything is gone, which is very late for me because normally I have it down by New Year's. So I was really stressing about that. But tomorrow I got to go tear down all the Christmas stuff at church. So I will make a post to let you know what time I'm going live tomorrow. All right, so we're going to get started with our projects, and then we are going to dive in and start working on that. And then just so you know, this is my monthly online card class, and you can get all of the projects that I am making tonight for free when you place a minimum of a $35 order. And then I will send you all the supplies to make these projects, okay? So we are going to get started. I'm going to move my stand. Hold on one second. Let's do this and get you switched over. Oh, no. Hold on. Hit the wrong button. All right, so. Ooh, too far up. Hold on. So I do not have a sample of this one made. Do apologize for that, but I ran to my farm today to do my feeding, and my bull for my cows, he was doing some weird stuff, so it took me a little longer over there. So I didn't get everything prepared for the live, but we are going to dive in and do this. So the first bundle that we're going to use is the Valentine Kisses. This is going to be used in our January Creativity Club. And you are able to purchase this now. And also, if you want to add this to your club subscription, if you just send me a message and say you want the bundle added, I will reach out to you and get this added, and then you don't pay double shipping. All right, so this is going to be our first project for tonight. So let's dive in. All right, so we are going to get, let me get my cardstock here. Do apologize. Normally I have it together, but we've got our real red cardstock. We're going to have a piece of white cardstock. I am pulling it all together. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We have our real red cardstock, and then we're going to fold it in half at the score mark. Luckily, I had already had this done, so we're going to score it, and then we're going to run our bone folder across it, as we normally do, giving it that great sweep there. Then we're going to take our basic white cardstock, and we're going to get it cut for our measurements. Now, if you place the order, you will get all of this with a PDF file. So we're going to cut that at 5 3 3/4. All right. And then we're going to put that straight on here. Okay. So yeah, I am using our Stampin' seal, and it just wanted to eat my cardstock. Hold on, what is going on with it? Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take this and we're going to set it straight onto our card. All right, now we're going to take, these are new. These are going to be available. Hello, Aunt Virginia. These are going to be available starting on Tuesday when the new catalog goes live. But these are called Lovely Dollies. And you've got different sizes. So I'm giving you sneak peeks into the new catalog tonight. But this is some of the new product that will be released. So you've got your big red dollies. And then you have the big white dollies. Let me move this out. Let me move my cutter out of the way so you can see it better. So then you've got your white dollies, your big dollies, and then you've got the two smaller versions of the dollies. All right, so we're going to take one of the big white dollies. And we're going to put that on our card here. No, that ain't going to work. We can't use that. We're going to take one of these dollies and put on the card. Yeah, there we go. All right. So there is that. Now we need to put these dollies back in here because I'm going to be lost them. I know me. Give me 1 second. Let me slip those back in there. Okay. So we're going to put that down just like that. We can actually go ahead and use our, we're going to put our liquid glue on here. We're going to do just a little bit of liquid glue. Maybe. Come on. Oh, I hate when this happens. Let's see, do I have a stick pen? I'm trying to find it. Here we go. Looking for my stick pen. Sometimes the tip of it dries up if you leave the top off too long. And we had a big demonstrator event yesterday. I was so tickled. I teamed up with two other demonstrators, and we did a demonstrator event yesterday. And I'm going to give you sneak peeks of what we did after we get done with our projects. That is one of the reasons that I only did 3 cards. Because I wanted to share some of the projects that we did. And this is going to be sneak peeks of the new product that is going to be coming out. All right, so we're going to put that down just like that, okay? Now we're going to take the designer series paper, and I shared this with you on Wednesday. The different versions of it. Let me pull this back out and I will show it again just because I love it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is called the designer series paper. Is called Made with Love, and it's 12 by 12. And this paper will be available on Tuesday. All right, so we got that side, and then when you flip it over, you have this side. All right, then we got the stripes, and then we have the X's and O's. We have this, and then we got the hearts. This would make a lot of great scrapbooking pages also if you scrapbooked. And then we got the little hearts, and then we have this side. Okay, and then we have this one. And then we have that. And then we have this. Flip it over, and we have all the big hearts. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this sheet right here, and we're going to cut this to be able to use it today. Okay, so we're going to move our project out of the way. We are going to take this one, and we are going to cut 3 pieces of this paper at 1 inch by 2 inches. So let's line this up, and we're going to do 1 inch by 2 inches. And we want 3 of these. And we're just lining this up by the 2 mark. Oh, yes, Autumn, I do too. I don't do a lot for Valentine's, but I do love this paper. And another thing that I'm going to be doing is make sure everyone is on my email list, because I am doing a paper share, which is you will get all of the paper that is available in the mini catalog and the online exclusive. You will get a choice. I will take this and either cut it 6 by 12, or I will do, you're going to have 2 options. I'm going to do the full sheet here and then cut it in half, and then you've got the 6 by 12, and that way you've got the front and the back. Or you will have the option to do just 6 by 6, and then I will cut this in 4. Okay, but make sure you're on my email list, because that is going out tomorrow. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces and we're going to glue them onto our card base. So we're going to take this and we're going to put our adhesive on the back, and then we're going to layer it right onto our dolly. And then this one, I want the heart showing, so we're going to put, come on. All right, that tape runner don't like me tonight. So we're going to take our tape runner and we're going to put that there. And then we're going to kind of leave this kind of spaced out where you've got a little space there, but not much, okay? Because you got to get 3 on here. And then we're going to leave the polka dots on this one. So we're going to take it and do this side. All right. And then we're going to put this right there. Okay? Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take our piece of cardstock, basic white cardstock, and we're going to take our bear stamp out of here. We're going to do the hugging bear for this one. I am so excited to play with this. I got it, and I just have not been able to get in my room like I've wanted to. So this is so much fun. All right, so we're going to take our bear, and we're going to stamp it right there, and we're going to stamp it in the black momentum. Let's see. Okay, we're going to put it on our block, and I need to get my Pearson pad out. All right. We're going to take our Momentum Black ink, and we are going to stamp our bear. I want to make sure he's good and covered. All right. And then we're going to stamp him right there. Oh, that's a good stamp image. Okay. So now we're going to take this and we're going to move that out of the way. We're going to close up our ink pad so we don't get it everywhere. Then we're going to take our Stampin' blends. I have got the dark petal pink and the light petal pink. And then I have light crumb cake and dark crumb cake. So we're going to start out with our light petal pink. And we're going to just color his nose. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and do the inside of his ears. All right. Now we're going to take our dark and kind of give it a shadow. Okay. We're going to take our light crumb cake and we're going to color our bear. right, we're gonna go around its ear. All right. Okay, let's get this done. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our dark and then we're going to give it some shadowing. So if you haven't ever used our blends, they are amazing to color with. They are very smooth to use. So now we're going to take our dark and then we're going to go around the edges. All right. All right, and we're going to just kind of trace him around just a little bit, giving him that shadow. There we go. Oh, he is so cute. So cute, guys. So cute. All right, now what I need is my textured note dies, and I need to go cut this out of here. Probably gonna have to do it down here. I don't know. Let's see. And then we got to take our bear die and we got to cut our bear out. So let me get our bear. We're going to do both of these at the same time. All right, so when I take this over to my die machine, it's going to lay just like this, and it's going to cut our little bear out. All right, so give me 1 second while I do that. All right. The other cards are going to go kind of fast because I've got everything ready to go. So give me 1 second. There's just some things that I can't do prior. All right, come on. All right, so I just ran that through the machine. And now look at this, what we got. We have our cute little bear. And my die moved on me just a little bit, but that's okay. That's not too bad to have a little white shadow on him. All right. So now what we want to do is we're going to take and stamp our sentiment on our label here that we just cut out. And we are going to say bear hugs and kisses. That is so appropriate. Bear hugs and kisses. Because I do love a good hug sometimes. I'm not a very touchy-feely person, but I do hugs occasionally, and it does feel good. All right, we're going to take this and stamp it in the black momentum, and we are going to stamp that straight on there. Okay, perfect. All right, now what we're going to do is take and put this on with dimensionals on our card. So let me get our dimensionals. Okay. And we're going to put this and this and here. Oh, may as well put one in the middle. Oh, I double loaded that one. I overloaded this label, guys. I'll be honest. Probably should have did just 3 straight in the middle and called it even. But, all right. So we're going to put our label straight on here. Something similar to that. Now, because this stamp bundle is going to be used in our club class, this will not be one of the cards that you make. All right, this will not be one of the cards. This is just showing you a way to use this more than just for Valentine's. All right, so we're going to put dimensionals on the back of our bear, and I am going to do 3. Okay, we're going to do 3. All right. And then our bear is going to go right to the side of there, just like that. And then we are going to put some gems on it. I have got the Pearls and Beauty gems. So let me just use those because that is what I have handy. Pearls. And let's see, we are going to use, how about we just use the white pearls? And then we're going to stick one down in the bottom. All right. And then we are going to use, let's go ahead and use one of these. These are pretty too. We're going to take this color and we're going to stick it right here. And then let's take one of the crumb cake ones and let's put it right there. Okay, so there is card number 1. Thank you, Autumn. Yes, I do. I don't normally do the animal cards, but I did a class with someone and they used this bundle and I fell in love with it. So I had to order it, and the bear is so cute. So that's why I said we're going to use this one in the January club as well. And I think you just signed up for the club. So this will be one of our bundles. So you will get to make all kinds of things with him. All right, so that is card number 1. I was trying to find my little piece of paper to put my stamp set back together. But let's move on to card number 2. Because we've got 3 cards, and then I want to show y'all some of the goodies that we will be coming out for you guys to see. All right, let's see. Let's go over here. All right, so now we are going to move this card out of the way, and then let's do this one because, oh my gosh, if you are just now starting to follow me, I am a beach bum crazy gal. So when this set came out, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. Because it is just so cool. This will be available for you guys on Tuesday, okay? So, but remember, this is an online class. So if you place a minimum order starting from tonight until Saturday, which is January the 10th, you will be able to get these projects for free. All right, so here is the dies that go through this set that we are getting ready to use. Thanks, Debbie. This is called Boardwalk Fun. All right, this is Boardwalk Fun. And let me get piece of cardstock here and put behind here so I can show you these gorgeous stamps. Pull that off so you can see. And then I'll show you the cover as well, because I'm not sure if this has got a glare on it or not. But it's got a roller coaster, which I don't rides, but it's got a roller coaster. It's got the palm trees. Then when it comes to the dies, it's got a Ferris wheel. It's got a ticket. It's got the palm trees. This is the carts that go on the the roller coaster. So I'm going to try, let's take it out of this case so you don't get that glare. But again, this is called the Boardwalk Fun. And this is going to be available Tuesday, guys. Tuesday. And I promise there is a class coming. I just cannot get it in January. But we will be doing a class on this because I am a beach bum. I love going to the beach as much as I can. I do a lot of day trips to the beach. All right, somehow or another, I just shut my desktop down. So it'll pop up in a minute. I don't know what I did. But anyway, so the sentiments in this stand set is celebration, celebrate, high sunshine, enjoy the ride, and happy birthday. All right, so this is going to be our next card that we're going to do. Let me move this out of the way. And I do have to do some die cutting because I could not do this all the way as much without having it completely done. So what did I do with my kit? Oh gosh, guys. What did I do with the kit? I just had it. Oh, I guess I need to show you the project, huh? All right, so here is the card that we're going to do. Isn't that so cool? I thought it was. I love this. So, again, this is some of the beach paper that we are going to be using to go with this. Oh, I've already cut that. All right, so we're going to have all these little pieces here. Yes, it's a lot of pieces, but oh gosh, it is so fun to play with this set. All right, so we've got our Daffodil Delight cardstock, and we're going to take it and fold it in half, or you can score it, but you need to take it and fold it in half regardless. And because we did a, it's called a shoebox swap for demonstrators only. I didn't score the card because some people don't like that, so I didn't score mine. Oh, wow, Debbie. Well, let me tell you, it is so funny. When I was younger, I did not like the beach. I could not stand going to the beach. It was not until I got to probably my 30s, I cannot get enough of the beach now. I have always been a mountain person, but when I turned 30, it was like I totally changed everything, and things I didn't care for was like the best thing ever. So now I can't get enough of the beach. I do love the beach. And thank goodness I'm only 2 hours away, so it's easy to do, it is real easy to do day trips. And where I'm located, I actually get to do day trips to the beach and day trips to the mountains because I am 2 hours basically either direction. Either I can go 2 hours upstate to the mountains or 2 hours downstate to the beach. So I have the perfect life right now with that. All right, let's get back to our cards. So I put the designer series paper onto our Daffodil Delight. I have a strip here of the strawberry slush, and we're going to take our snips, and we're going to kind of angle this and cut this going across just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. All right, we're going to cut both ends off there. All right, so now we are going to take this, and you can take this and hook it down straight onto your card base. So I'm going to just run one strip of adhesive down, and we are going to kind of put it straight onto our card, and it's kind of wherever you want to put it. There is no right or wrong ways. All right, so now what we're going to do, we have a lot of little pieces here. So we are going to do, I don't know why I have all these tiny pieces in here. That's crazy. All right, so this piece is supposed to be, yep, so that's going to cut out that. So we've got that. I don't know what I had these pieces in there for. But anyway, and then we're going to take this and we're going to cut out our Ferris wheel just like that. Okay. And then I know what I'm doing with these now. It just dawned on me. And then this die, we have the bucket seats. So what I did is I took one in this color, and then I did one in the pool party. All right. But before we do this, I want to do something that's going to make this so much easier. I want to bring in our adhesive sheets. So if you are not familiar with our adhesive sheets, these are by Stampin' Up, and they are adhesive sheets. So what you do with these is they come in a sheet and they're sticky. So you want to peel off. Let's take this. I want to cut off the amount that I'm going to be using. All right, so we're going to take our snips. And I'll just cut off extra just so it's on there. And you're going to peel this off. And you're going to stick it straight down onto your cardstock. All right. Let me do this side now. And then I have to cut off the extra, otherwise it just makes a mess on your plates. So we're going to snip all this off. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take my seat die and I'm going to run it through my machine just like this, okay? And then when they come out, they're going to be stickers. And that way you don't have to worry about putting the glue all over those and then getting them all over your fingers. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I'm going to do this on here as well because I need it on this one so I can cut out these colors. Also, we're going to cut out a star for this color as well. All right, and then we're going to cut out the stars for this one. There. All right, and then we're going to cut out a star from this one as well. Okay. This just makes life so much easier when you use these adhesive sheets. And a lot of times I forget to do these. And, all right, I got to find how to peel this off because I didn't have a starter point. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, shucks. Come on. There we go. All right, so we're going to take this now and we're going to stick it, oh, come on, straight onto that. And then, yes, we're going to cut off the extra, because if not, when I run it through the die cut machine, it's going to make it too sticky. All right. Okay. Now, let's peel that off. Come on. All right, see, it's so much easier when you cut it where the strip is. You can cut it where that is, and it just makes it so much easier. All right, so we're going to take this, and we're going to stick it down. Come on. All right, and then we're going to take this side. And we're going to do that. All right, guys. Cut all the extra off. Now we got one more. We got our yellow, our Daffodil Delight. So let's get that one ready. And then I'll show you what we're going to do with all these pieces. I got to run them through the cut machine. Going to a retreat this weekend, and I got to get busy and packing. I have nothing ready, and this is my time that I actually go scrapbooking, and I don't do a lot with the card making, but I do have a few things that I had to get ready. But I got to get packing. I was trying to get all my Christmas put up. I was so behind in getting all that put away this year. Normally I do it way earlier than I did this time around, but it was nice having it out. All right, so we're going to cut our our Ferris wheel out. Then we got to cut these stars out here, okay? And then we got to cut our ticket out, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do when I come right back. So give me 1 second. Let me walk over to the die cut machine without dropping all of these little pieces here, because they are tiny. Okay. Oops. All right. Let me get this on the machine here. Put that there. Now, I got to get my die cut plate. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Get our carousel in here. Ticket. It's going to go right there. Okay. And our carousel seats are going to go there. Star. How did I do the stars? Okay, the yellow is the big one. Okay. Guess it don't matter, but trying to make them all the right way. All right. And then we'll do that one in a minute. All right, let's get this cut out. All right, so now here is our Ferris wheel. Give me 1 second. Let me take this out. So there's our Ferris wheel. Okay. And then we have our ticket. So move that out the way. Got our ticket there. And then see these little things right here? Aren't they the cutest little things? So now that we've made these into stickers, they're going to be so much easier to attach. Excuse me. I got the hiccups. All right, now I got to go and run the pool party ones through real quick, and then we'll be ready to assemble our card. All right, there's our star. And then let's take this one out. And there is that star. All right. Now, put the Ferris wheel there. All right, let me cut the pool party seats out real quick. And that star out real quick. And then we can put our card together. And then we got one more card for tonight. And then I'm going to show you some goodies from the new catalog that I worked on yesterday. I did not get all the projects done, but I did a fairly good amount. So I will give y'all sneak peeks in a few seconds of new things that is coming. And I normally do that whenever we do the catalog launch, but I didn't have 4 cards tonight, so I said, what the heck, let's do this. All right, so now what I'm doing is just taking all of our pieces and making sure we have all of them out of the thing. Okay. Now, we can put this together. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do is take our carousel, or Ferris wheel, whichever one you call it, and we're going to layer our stars. Let's just start with that. So what we're going to do now is peel the white off of the back of our thing, and this is going to go in the center of our Ferris wheel. And then we're going to do the strawberry slush next. Okay, and this is going to go, you know what? Let me get this on here. Let me pick this up with the Pick Me tool. Maybe. There we go. So that's easier so I can line up my points. The other way, my finger was getting in the way. So I apologize for that. And then, where is... There it is. It's like, where's the other star? Pool party was blending in. All right, come on. All right, then we're going to take pool party and we're going to put it right there. Okay. Now what we're going to do is pull the backs off of our little car seats. And we're going to put it straight onto our seat. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to be rotating these. So every other one Do you see what I mean by putting the adhesive sheets on the back of these? It just makes it so much easier to put them together versus you having to actually try to put the liquid glue on them, because that's what I did yesterday, and oh my gosh, it was a mess. So if you use the adhesive sheets, that makes a big difference in any of our small die stuff. It just makes a big difference when you use that adhesive sheets. And don't do like me, forget it until you're almost done with the project. And then you realize, oh my goodness, I could have used the adhesive sheets. And then it's too late. Because you've already cut everything and you're gluing it. And all right, so just take these and you go around. All right, come on. So this is gonna go right there. Okay. Dang. There we go. That's gonna go there. This goes right there. All right, guys, we almost finished, okay? I'm wrapping this one up. Once we get these on, it is easy peasy. Maybe. Come on. All right, then we're going to do that. All right. Almost. So how do y'all like the new products so far that I've showed with the Ferris wheel, the die set, and the stamp set? Is it something you would use? I have some ideas for an upcoming class, but like I said, I just could not, with Christmas in there and New Year's in there, I just was not able to squeeze it in, but it is coming, I promise, because I love this, and I hope you do too. All right, there we go. Now, that is so easy that we put the backs on there. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our mini glue dots, not mini glue dots, our mini dimensionals, and we're going to put dimensionals on our Ferris wheel. So we're going to just kind of put it. Make sure though you're putting them where they're not going to be seen. So I did there. I did on the wheel right there. We're going to do one right there. And then we're going to do one right over here. All right, so now we got to take our backs off. All right. And we're going to put that down like that. Just like that, okay, guys? Oh, good. I'm glad, Autumn. Yes, it is hard to decide because it's all so great. I am a little behind in getting product because normally I have a lot of product to show at catalog launch, but I don't this time around. But it's going to be fun. Catalog launch is going to be fun. All right, so we're going to take our strawberry slush and we're going to stamp Enjoy the Ride on our ticket. So we're going to stamp it toward the bottom. Enjoy the Ride. So we're going to take this now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our snips and we are going to cut the top part of this off. Just like that. Okay? And now we're going to take adhesive, dimensionals, and we are going to put it on the back side of our ticket there. Okay. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to stick it just right in there, just wherever. And then we're going to take our white baker twine and we're going to tie a double knot, double bow. Excuse me. Can't talk. All right, let me pull this off to where we get enough to where we can do a double bow. You can do a single bow if you chose, or do a knot and put here, but I do better when I use the baker twine and do double knots. It tends to do better for me and it don't roll. All right, now we're going to take our glue dots and we are going to we're going to roll this glue dot up and we're going to stick it right on our ticket there. I'm actually going to do 2. And that way it is going to be double held to here. All right, and then we're going to put that right there. And we're going to cut off our extras. And don't cut our card. Okay. So there's card number 2. All right. So let's move on down to card number 3. So we can share that with you. Now, what I did on this one, I did the heat emboss on the label. And then on this one, I did just the stamping. So you can see there's a difference. All right. So there's that. Now, let's go to card number 3. And I am really excited about this card. Where's my basket? So for card number 3, this one is using, it's called Peaceful Dock. And this will be ready for you starting Tuesday. And this is a online exclusive item, but it's called Peaceful Dock. And as you can see, it's got the boat and the paddle and then the sentiments. And then it also has the dies that go with it. And this is also a cute set. So we are going to be doing the project tonight. And here is our project. So if you have any guys in your life that likes to be fishing or lake guys, just cruising on the lake, whichever, this would be a great set for the guys in your life. I know women can go to the lake as well in the boats and everything, and it actually has a hat and books. So that would be up my alley if I would go to the lake like that. My son takes me every now and then, but I get too bored. I'd rather be home in my craft room, so he don't take me as often. I like playing in the water. So when I get ready to go, that's what I do. If he's not ready, I start playing in the water because that irritates him because he can't fish if I'm playing in the water. So I do that sometimes. All right, so now what we're going to do is we got our Coastal Cabana cardstock, and we're going to take it and we're going to fold this in half to give it our score on here. And we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to do the same thing. Give it that good seal going across here. All right. Then for the inside, for this one, we have, no, we don't. We didn't do anything for the inside. So we have our pool party cardstock that's going to go right there. And then we've got to cut out our lily pads. And then I've cut out 2 out of the nested, central nested dies. I've cut out 2 labels that's going to go on our card as well. All right, so before we go any further, let's take this, and I need to take this pad, and for this one, we are going to stamp crumb cake. We're taking and stamping our boat in the crumb cake. Okay, and then we will stamp that in there. And then we're going to take and do our boat. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. So, so pretty. And we're going to take our paddle and we're going to stamp it over on this side. Okay. Now we are going to take our hat and our book, and we're going to stamp that in the Lost Lagoon. All right, so we're going to take Lost Lagoon, and we're going to stamp our book. Oops. And we're going to stamp our hat in the Lost Lagoon. Okay. Now, while we're stamping real quick, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment that goes on our white label here. And I am stamping take time to relax. And I know for me, I do not take time to relax very much, but that is one of my goals for this year, is start to take more time in resting and relaxing. All right, so there is that. Now, move that out of the way, and then we're going to go, we got to go cut all of our goodies out. So again, we have our dies. So we're going to take our dies here. And we're going to take our boat die and we're going to put that right on our boat, just like that, to cut our boat out. And then we have our book. Maybe. Let's see, do I have it backwards? There we go. We're going to cut out our books. We've got our hat. We're going to cut out the hat. And then we've got our paddle board. And we're going to go cut that out. Just like that. And then we have our lily pads that we're going to cut. And then we also will cut these out as well. All right, so let me take this over to the cut machine and get all this cut. Let's see. Hold on. Put my plates down. I couldn't figure out what I did with them. So let me take this now and hope I don't drop anything. One of the ladies yesterday dropped some dies on the floor while we were trying to finish up. And oh my gosh, it took forever to find the little die that she dropped. So always move carefully when you're having dies on your cardstock. All right. Now, what we got? All right, so let's see what we got now. All right, so we're going to put our boat back on our sheet here. So here's our boat. There's our petal. Oh, this is looking good. Look at there. Everything come out so great. Uh-oh. Drop the die. Hold on a second. Okay, now we got our lily pads. We got to poke these out just a little bit to get those going. All right. See, guys, I forgot the sheets. These would have been great for the sheets, these lily pads. So we got to use our glue for those. But that's something you could have used the adhesive sheets for. I need to cut one more set of the lily pads for this one. So let me run this through. All right. Okay, let's do the lily pad. Oop, wrong card. Lily pads there. Okay. Let's see. All right, guys, this is our last card. I know it's getting a little late, but hang in. We almost finished. I gotta go get ready for work. I go back to regular work schedule tomorrow after being in and out from the holidays. Full days again. So it's going to be interesting. All right. So now what we're going to do, before we tie this down, we want to take our crumb cake linen thread and we're going to wrap it around our card base and we're going to tie a bow to the side. If you don't want to tie a bow, do a knot. That's fine too, but you want to have something up at the top with the linen thread. All right, so what I like to do here is I'm going to take this and we are going to tie this. And because I want it to be really tight, I am going to put this on, but then I'm going to tie it in a knot. And then I will tie my bow. Because I want it to be tight. And then I want to straighten this up. Okay. Now, let's tie our bow real quick. And since it is getting a little late, I won't show you all the cards that we made yesterday. I will show you some. And then tomorrow when I go live, I will do the same. I will show you some because I want to be able to give y'all the names. And I did not get a chance to look at that today. So I want to be able to give you names of the product. But we will go through some of it, okay? All right, now we're ready to put this straight down onto our card base. So we're going to take our adhesive and run it across the card back. And then we're going to take our pool party and put it straight onto our Costa Cabana. All right. We've got our boat and our paddle. We're going to put this on, the boat's going on with dimensionals. So let's go ahead and put them on here. Okay. And then we're going to take these off. Okay. And we're going, you put this wherever you want, okay? There's no right or wrong way. For my paddle, I just used liquid glue. So we're going to just kind of put the liquid glue on there, kind of like that. And we're going to just kind of lay it across the boat. Okay. Now we're going to take our lily pads. And because we didn't put the adhesive sheets, you got to use your liquid glue. And then you're going to just kind of place these around. There's no certain order. All right, we're going to just put our glue around on here. And we're going to put that one there. I just really love this. I'm going to be making my son a lot of cards. He does a lot of fishing, so he lives at our lake. So I will be doing a lot of cards for him with this bundle. And I believe we have another fishing one as well. All right. Let's see, do I want one of these? Yeah, I want to put this on here. And then I want to put this one up here. Okay, so there we go. Now, we're going to take... our book and our hat, and we're going to put them on with dimensionals. So we're going to put one on each one. Okay. We're going to put one on each one. So we're going to take our books and we're going to just kind of stick them right there. And then our hat, we can stick right there. All right, now we got to hook this down. And this is going to be our label. I'm going to put the basic white onto the Lost Lagoon, but I'm going to offset it. So it's got a hangover there, okay? And then we're going to put this on with dimensionals. All right. So there is card number 3. And then that's going to go right at the top. All right, so there is card number 3. I hope you have enjoyed these. Remember, this is a free with a purchase class. This is my monthly online class. So you can get these 3 projects for free when you place a minimum order of $35 between now and January the 10th. Place a minimum $35 order and you will get these 3 cards for free with a PDF file giving you step-by-step instructions. Okay? Now, let me pull our cards that we did yesterday. Well, maybe. What did I do with them? Hold on, guys. Let's see. If I can't find them real quick, I'm not going to tie everybody up. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's see if I can glance at these real quick. So let's move these out. These are some of the cards that we made yesterday at one of our demonstrator events. Now, I'm not going to look at the names of them because some of them will probably be online exclusive. When I come tomorrow, we will start talking names, okay? But this is one of the cards that we made using one of the new bundles. All right. This one is another one that we made. And again, as I do the catalog launch, I will talk the names of the projects and let you know what they are. Here is a really cute one that we did using the lamb. All right. And then here is one. This one I know is a online exclusive purchase, but this is one of the church stamp sets, and then it is a fun fold, and the sentiment says, "Peace, I leave with you my peace. I give unto you." John 14:27. Just love that. I was on the fence about this set, and after I did the sample with it, I will definitely be getting that bundle. All right, and then here is another one that we made using one of the new bundles that's coming out, and my sentiment I used was "Sending Sunshine." Just with the bright yellows, it just reminded me of sunshine. So that is some of the projects that we made yesterday at our demonstrator event. If you are ever interested in demonstrator stuff, if you'll just reach out to me, I can talk with you. I would love for you to be part of our team to where we could craft together and enjoy doing our favorite hobby together. All right, guys, that is all I have for tonight. That wraps up our monthly online card class. And again, if you would like these 3 projects, place your order by Saturday, and then you will get all of them for free. All right, guys, again, I will be live tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday doing the catalog launches. And, of course, Wednesday is Coffee and a Card. Be on the lookout. I will post tomorrow what time I will be going live. All right, guys, have a wonderful and blessed evening. Thank you for being here.